And we're back for another episode. In this episode, we're going to be continuing the main scenario quest of Stormblood. And as always, hello from Mithrie. So, in the last episode, we made it to Koban, thankfully. And we've had a little time to explore, you know, I've been doing leaves and stuff like that. But I haven't really gone beyond that in this zone. And I unlocked all the Aetherets as well. So anyway, we are here with Alpha Node at the pier at 8:10. So, let's carry on the quest. And the quest is called the Man From Ul'dah. So despite traveling halfway around the world, Alpha Node is in no mood to take in the sights. And I'm almost nearly 67 as well, my monk, because I've been doing the dailies every day. So glad though I am to have arrived, I would remind you all that we are far from home, with limited resources at our disposal. Duly noted, brother. I shall take care not to enjoy myself in any event. Doma is our final destination, and our first order of business should be to secure passage there. So, Captain Carvelian, I realize you pledged only to take us as far as Koban, and I have no desire to change the terms of our agreement. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Just muted myself on Discord. So, I should, however, be interested to know how you would go about reaching Ul'dah, were you in our position. At the risk of stating the obvious, you are in a port. Surely there is a kind of generous soul here who will aid you for the right price. You cannot be the first traveller seeking passage to Doma. The captain makes a good point. 'Tis like that Yugiri and Gosetsu were forced to come here for the self-same reasons we were. They must have found a way to Ul'dah, assuming they are not still in the city. If we seek passage, mayhap we should first seek our friends. Leave it to me, Alpha Node. Making friends in inquiries is my speciality. Lest you forget, I got plenty of practice in Ishgard. So, Captain Carvelian, could you direct us to the nearest tavern? Desperate for a drink, are we? You may find one in that large building just beyond the pier. I'm thirsty as well. So, whether your journeys have come to an end or about to begin, the Shokaze Hostelry is an ideal place to rest, relax, and reflect, or so they say. And with that, my dear scions, I bid you farewell. As soon as we have replenished our supplies, we must away. Ours was ever a fast-moving business. The spice trade, you mean? But of course, surely you did not think I travelled halfway around the world and delivered you to your destination solely out of the kindness of my heart. So, perish the thought. Thank you, Captain, and may the Navigator watch over and keep you. Oakley dokley. It's a shame it's so dull because it's the middle of the night. So, right then, to the hostelry. Hostelry, I should say. After you. He says after you and then walks in front. Well, this world is noisy.
By the 12. I thought Ishgard remarkable, but this... We are certainly not in Eorzea anymore.
By the expansion.
A tavern is a tavern, Alphano, here or anywhere else. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's time to do what I do best.
Oh, 1,000 pardons, my lady. The signs of the 7th dawn, I presume. I hope your voyage was not too trying.
And you are?
Ah, yes, of course. Forgive me. Hancock of the East Aldenard Trading Company, at your service. On behalf of Chairman Lolorito, I bid you welcome to Koban and invite you to take refreshments at our local offices.
Lolorito? I was aware his interests extended beyond the borders of Eorzea, but not so far as Kagane. Regardless, I am disinclined to accept the hospitality of grinning merchants, especially those who serve a master with whom we have such a difficult relationship.
My, such naked suspicion. I do hope that business with the Crystal Braves did not rob you of all faith in your fellow man. Or do you really think the chairman is plotting to drag you into another one of his grand schemes?
I beg your pardon? If you are trying to win my trust, you are failing quite spectacularly.
Get off your high horse, Alphonode.
Once again, I must apologize. Too much time in the Far East, you see. One is compelled to talk in circles round everything here, and one finds oneself longing for the invigoratingly candid speech of the Ul'dah markets.
One.
Though I see now that this was neither the time nor the place to indulge said longing. Might I suggest that we continue this conversation at the company offices? Too many eyes and ears here, you understand. 'Twould be decidedly reckless to say any more.
If I may favor you with the invigorating candy you apparently crave, it would be decidedly reckless to follow a man I neither know nor trust. Give me one good reason why we should accept Lord Lolorito's invitation.
Now there's the young diplomat I was told to expect. Very well then, I shall explain. You understand that you are come to a most reclusive and secretive nation, yes? One whose borders are closed to foreign trade save at this single port. Then it should come as no surprise that a great many parties have vested interests here. Merchants like myself are a given, of course, but for every one of us, you may be certain there is also an agent of a foreign government. Many notable nations and empires have embassies here, you know, including, of course, the Garlean Empire, with whom you have such a difficult relationship.
To paraphrase, Kugani is teeming with Imperial spies, one or several of whom could now be listening to our every word.
Something to that effect, yes. Beneath this veneer of bustling trade, a war for supremacy is being waged between world powers. One might say we were standing on the front lines, just not in public.
I still have my doubts, but he may have a point. I say we accept his invitation for now.
Nod. Okay, so the short version is follow me. Let's talk to Hancock. So, and you must be Mithrie Menethil, Slayer of Gods, Rider of Dragons, Savior of Ishgard, Stealer of Pants, if some of the more puzzling rumors are to be believed. Okay. I knew it. May I say what an honor and a pleasure it is to make your acquaintance, my lady. I just know you and I are going to get along famously. Now then, without further ado, allow me to escort you to the company offices. This being your first visit to our fair city, I shall make an effort to point out various landmarks along the way. If you would be so good as to follow me. Okay. So let's go. Do. So everyone, if I could have your attention, please. You are now standing in Ten Konto. Loosely translated, the name means Spire of Drifting Souls, which, as some of you may have deduced, makes reference to the Aetheryte which stands over yonder. The design is markedly different from those of Charlian, yet I trust its function is identical. A diplomat and a scholar. Will wonders never cease? Far East and Aetheryte technologies have a long storied tradition. I assure you, this particular example was constructed by the Onishishu, a collective of skilled craftsmen who guard their ancestral techniques with the utmost secrecy. In short, you will find no less reliable than its Western counterparts. A tune if you like. Done already. Next. So next quest is called Where the Streets Are Paved with Koban. So Hancock would like very much to continue talking. So, beautiful though it may be, we cannot spend all day staring at the aetheryte. Come, come, let us move along. The markets are next. Okay, let's do it. So he's giving us a nice tour of Kugane. Give us maybe more insight into this town. I like that I get cheered wherever I go. Well, not by everyone, but by at least some. So, we have arrived at the largest shopping district in Kugane, Kogan Dori. Or Kogane Dori. So, Kugane, as you are doubtless unaware, is an ancient Hingane word for gold. So, in the prosperous port where golden fortunes are made, lesser fortunes or Kugane are earned by local merchants. It's all quite logical once you learn the language. So, now you're beginning to speak my language. So, a kindred spirit, what a pleasure it is to meet a young lady who appreciates the value of hard-won coin. Hard-won coin, I should say. Won, lol. So, Hancock of the East Ul'dah Trading Company. You are with clients today? Why, if it isn't Master Keaton, pray allow me to introduce you to my esteemed guest, but recently come from distant Eorzea. This kind of generous soul supervises all transactions here in Kugane Dori. Your sincerity is ever appreciated. As he says, I am Keaton of the Hakushi clan, and it is my honor to serve as overseer of these markets. As we receive many foreign visitors in Kugane, we accept all manner of currencies. Rest assured, your Eorzean guild are welcome here. I invite you to pursue our wares at your leisure. That's convenient. Bye. So, arms, armor, foodstuffs, potables. Here you'll find all of them and more. Come on, move. Mithrie, get move on. Cool. So let's go to the next place. Let's do it. Let's see, let's see. So, if we may pause here for a moment. So this road leads to the Jingal, the district in which Jin or foreigners are permitted to reside. Would this also be where foreign embassies are found, including that of a certain empire? Precisely. So you see, it would not be at all unusual to cross paths with one of our Garlean cousins here. With this in mind, I would encourage you to choose your words carefully. We would not want any physical altercations. After all, such spats being strictly forbidden. The Suzetsu Gomi punish breaches of the peace quite severely. I have seen foreigners permanently exiled for a single violation, though to be fair, this is not common. More often than not, they are executed on the spot. What, cut down then and there? You're joking, right? Would that I were, but alas, these samurai are a humorless lot. Why, I recall one instance when a foreign merchant in his cups dared to lay hands upon a Higan aristocrat in front of the Sesogumi. The samurai cut him in half with a single stroke. I don't even want to think about that. As you see, it would behoove you to behave. Failing that, we may be forced to part ways with one another, or you with yourselves, in the manner of late Teleji Adeleji. Rip. Oh, how I amuse myself, but we must carry on. I have yet to show you the Garlean consulate. Interesting, interesting. Right, let's carry on. So this, as you may have surmised, is the consulate of you-know-who. Mark the guards at the gate, and are their uniforms not different from those you have seen in the West? Were you to travel far and wide, you would find that many such variations exist, often inspired by local designs, all of which goes to show you that even a massive empire seeking to rule all of creation is not without its artisans. So let's complete. Next quest is called By the Grace of Lord Lolorito. So Hancock seems to be quite pleased with himself. So there is oh so much more I could speak of. The soothing waters of the ocean, the ethereal delights of the pleasure district. But you are doubtless still weary from your long sea voyage. Let's retire to the company offices. Okay, let's do it. Why not? So where do we go now? Right there. I feel like this nighttime's gonna, like, it's lasting forever. Okay, here's Hancock. So at long last, we arrive at our destination. May I present you to our humble offices? We have much to discuss, so I'll refrain from further prattle. Come, come, right this way. So I'm guessing this is the new equivalent to Rising Stones, I suppose.
Our thaumaturgists took great pains to ward these walls against all manner of surveillance. Where business dealings are concerned, we do not compromise on confidentiality. You may avail yourselves of these offices for the duration of your visit. Come and go as you like, and know that you may speak freely here.
Your offer is most generous, but I will not enter into any agreement which would leave us beholden to you or your master.
A legitimate concern. Allow me to clarify then. The chairman bids you consider this as an expression of his heartfelt contrition for the bloody banquet and the unpleasantness which followed. Never having been one to put stock in words alone, the chairman deems the provision of material aid to be a more appropriate demonstration of his sincerity. By sheer coincidence, your purpose here also happens to coincide with our own interests. That is, assuming you are come to aid the Doman Liberation Front.
Ugh.
How could... I will not bother to offer a denial. You have the right of it. To be specific, we are come in search of our Far Eastern allies, Yugiri and Gosetsu, whom we hope to assist in their fight.
The Aori Shinobi and the Rugadan Samurai? Then you will be pleased to know that they have both come to Kugani.
Are you sure?
Quite. They came here aboard a company vessel, you see. However, they encountered difficulties securing passage across the Ruby Sea.
The Ruby Sea? Sorry, I've never been any good at geography.
Forgive me. This calls for a map.
Cool.
We are here in Kugani, the sole open port of Hingashi, situated on her western coast. Doma, meanwhile, is here on the eastern coast of Otherd in Yansha.
Yansha.
Therefore, if your friends are to reach Doma, they must first cross the Ruby Sea. Alas, this is easier said than done, as the Ruby Sea does not fall within the dominion of either Hingashi or Doma, being controlled since antiquity by a third party, namely the Confederacy. Said maritime collective is known for the consummate skill of its sailors, and for demanding that any vessel entering its waters pay a toll referred to as the Ruby Tithe. In exchange, the Confederacy's vast fleet guarantees the safety of those who travel within its territory. Now, as I'm sure you are aware, Garlemald conquered Doma some 25 years past, at which time the Empire saw no value in controlling the Ruby Sea, and thus did they turn a blind eye to the activities of the Confederacy. The recently appointed acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma had other ideas, however. She has formally condemned the Confederacy and declared that any who recognize their authority shall be branded enemies of the Empire. Bowing to this pressure, Hingashi severed ties with these toll-takers and forbade the payment of the Ruby Tithe, prompting the Confederacy to make it known that any merchants choosing to sail the Ruby Sea would do so at their peril.
No wonder they struggled to secure passage to Doma. What captain would risk such a journey given the circumstances?
I'm told your friends were not so easily deterred from their course, but I know not whether their persistence bore fruit.
I say we follow in Yugiri and Gosetsu's footsteps and attempt to secure passage to Doma for ourselves. We will need to cross the sea in any case, and we may learn something of their whereabouts in the process. And should we find that they are still in Kugane, we can make the journey together.
In that case, I have some information which may be of use to you. No quid pro quo, I assure you. The chairman was most insistent that I aid you to the best of my ability.
A smile. Cool. Right, let's talk to Alpha Node. So hopefully we'll get to the Ruby Sea soon. So, though I am reluctant to take any action whatsoever that could be construed as placing ourselves in Lord Lolorito's debt, we must avail ourselves of what means are available. Our Alamegan allies place their faith in us, and I do not intend to disappoint them. Okay, let's complete. Next quest is called A Good Samurai is Hard to Find, and we'll get an unknown reward for that. So Alpha Node is a man with a plan. So it would seem inefficient for us all to venture out together in search of information on Yugiri Gogetsu's whereabouts. Agreed? Agreed. We need to cast our net wider, split up and pursue all available avenues of inquiry. But if we are to coordinate our efforts effectively, we'll need to establish a working base of operations here. Indeed, Tataru would seem best suited to the task of organizing our supplies and procuring new ones. While she attends to that, we four can continue our search by questioning the individuals Hancock identified. Alicia and I will take those in the southern districts of the city, and the two of you can take those in the north. And in anticipation of such an eventuality, I took the liberty of preparing some few sketches of Yugiri and Gosetsu during our voyage. Oh wow. Those are nice sketches. So wow, Yashola warned me that you were a bit of an artist, but these are great. They'll definitely come in handy. So it looks like it's you and me, Mithrie. Let's step outside and talk about where to start. Nod. Bye. Okay, let's do it. Okay, let's talk to Lee's. So, wow, Alphinaud's sketches are so... I don't know how to put it, but they're very... Well, see for yourself. So, you may view Alphinaud's sketch at any time during this quest by using the relevant item in the key items menu. Okay. Let's do it. Done. So, it looks more like them than they do. Honestly, he could make a living doing this. Sorry, no time for distractions. Why don't we start by visiting Karaku at the Onsen? That was it. God, someone needs to acquire a motorbike, that's for sure. So hand a sketch to Karaku. I can't pronounce her name. So let's sprint. I'm sure I could just teleport to get there quicker, but I'm still getting used to Kugane and its layout at this point. And I definitely don't know the names of the different locations at this point. Okay, so... Oh, sorry. I don't... Oh. We have to go all the way to the inn. So let's do that now. So A for right, A for net, the inn. My bad. I ran towards the leave quest thinking it was that. Nope. That was a wall. So come on, come all. Burns, cuts, embarrassing rashes. There is naught that the mystical waters of the Bakasenu hot springs cannot heal. Ho, what is that in your hand? So it says, a surprisingly accurate depiction of Yugiri and Gosetsu, once again suggesting that Alphinaud may have mistaken his life's calling. So you seek this Ora and this Rogadin, do you? 1,000 apologies, but I cannot help you. It is against our policy to divulge information regarding patrons past or present. Please, we came all this way from Eorzea to find our friends. We have our reputation to consider, miss. Men and women from all walks of life come here in search of rejuvenation, body and soul. They seek privacy and discretion, and we have ever honoured their wishes. Only the Sekesgumi may demand otherwise. I am sorry, but there is naught I can do. I suppose we'll just have to ask someone else then. Let's see. What about the woman that runs the hostelry? Koto Kaze, was it? Cool. So let's carry on. So where do we go now? So we have to go to there. So let's teleport to that place. So this one. Just to save ourselves a few seconds of running. Why not? There we go. Don't know what Ilstrid has. So welcome, traveller. Can I interest you in some rice wine? Exceptional quality, delivered but the other day. Okay, so let's hand over the sketch. So, and an Ori Shinobi and a Roganis Samurai. If I may, I would answer your question with some few of my own. If I speak of that which you know, Ijin, to be not offended, You're familiar with the situation in the lands across the Ruby Sea, the doomed rebellion after 2.5 decades of quiet. So I see, and you are familiar with the ways of the Hingashi, how we elect to stand apart and support no cause but our own. Indifferent and callous, some may call us, but pragmatism is essential if a humble island nation such as ours is to survive. But we are not fools. Complete isolation is impractical, and so Kugane is open to Aegean, and we are equally hospitable to all. Or if I must speak more plainly, yes, I can help you. But if I do, I must also oblige the ones who ask after you. Are you willing to accept this fair and equitable treatment? I can't pronounce the words. If anyone comes looking for us, tell them whatever you like. As you wish. The two individuals of whom you speak did indeed come here. They sought passage across the Ruby Sea. Few ships are willing to make the trip at the moment. Nevertheless, I made several introductions on their behalf. That was the extent of our interaction. I'll provide you with the names of the captains if you like. You've been a great help, Mistress Kotokaze. I'll be sure to come back for that wine sometime. We should welcome your custom, miss. We should question these captains as soon as we can. You take the first 3, I'll take the rest, and we'll meet here when we've finished. Alright? Good luck. Cool. Right. So, let's do it. So, where do I have to go? This way. Let's do it. Aha. Actually, I can't go that way, can I? There's like a bridge up there, but I can't get to it. I have to go through this bridge. Interesting. I can't help but notice that a whole bunch of new quests have opened up since doing more of the story. I guess a lot of these quests are hidden behind the story mode of the game. No, if we have to go up or down. Probably have to go up. Okay, where do we go? Actually, yeah, there's one right here. So let's hand over. So you asked me if I've seen this Ori woman and this Rogadin samurai. This woman is unknown to me, but the man is not. He was for Doma, but I could not help him. We travel solely between here and Radzat Han. It would be an unreasonable detour. Fair enough. Next. Any in here? Let me see, let me see. So where are the next 2? Let's go up. There doesn't seem to be anyone there, so maybe we have to go higher. Make sure we're still within the red circle. Gate guard. Nope. Okay, maybe they're on the pier itself. Anything here? That's one of them. Let's hand over. So passengers, no, we no longer offer that service. Too much trouble. Now we only transport goods. I told this to the samurai and sent him on his way. The woman, Pat, if it is a woman you seek, the pleasure houses have plenty. Lol. Oh, yeah, there he is. There's a captain. I wonder if I can jump down. Aha! Let's hand over. So yes, a Rogadin gentleman did approach me, and he wanted to charter a ship to take him across the Ruby Sea, the mad devil. I sent him away, like all others before him. The woman, nay, I know her not. Okay, so let's go back to where we were before. So we need to go into the... what's it called? Okay, so this random quest will unlock the clan hunts for us, which is pretty good. So I'll get into that in another video. And Dream of the Shurigane. This unlocks the new housing area, this quest. Okay. So that's what those two quests are. I'm interested in these quests because they have the blue plus. It means they unlock a feature in the game that is otherwise locked. Okay, so let's do it. Aha, here's Lise. So, how did it... oh, never mind. Judging from the look on your face, you didn't have much better luck than I did. That's complete. So, a surprisingly accurate depiction of... okay, we can keep it forever. Interesting. The next quest is called... it's probably a trap. So, Lise is about ready to give up. So, well, I suppose we might as well head back to... wait, I just remembered. There was someone on my list I forgot to visit. Gyodo. So he's a Namasu fisherman, whatever that means, and a regular here. Maybe we'll find him if we look around. Okay. So where is he? I might have to go upstairs for this. Let's see where he is. Is he got that him up there? There he is. Okay. So, what? Why do you stare? You have business with me? By the 12, a talking fish? Yes, a talking fish. How very observant of you, Ijin. You find me in good spirits, so your rudeness I will ignore this once, but only if you address me again in the proper manner. Sorry, I've never met a... let's start again. You're a guy Yodo, right? My name is Lise, and this is Mithrie. We're looking for some friends of ours. So I see. Both these ones and I know well. I helped them secure passage across the Ruby Sea. Really? That's wonderful. Could you do the same for us? Yes. This will not be a problem. For you, I could charter a ship this very day. But the journey is fraught with much peril. The fare will not be cheap. Are you sure you can afford to pay? Maybe. I didn't think to bring any money, but surely Tatari will let us take whatever we need from the Scion's coffers, right? We wouldn't be the only passengers, though. Could we take a moment to talk it over with our friends? Yes, but hurry. Your ship must depart under the cover of darkness. We shall meet again in a sunset. At sunset on the Tuzgari Bridge. Do not forget your fare. Bring many gil, yes? Wow. I live in such a noisy area. So it's about time our luck changed. Alphanode and the others will be thrilled. Okay, cool. Let's do it. So we need to talk to Alphanode at the Ruby Bazaar. Okay, so let's go back to where we were before. So we can teleport to the Ruby Bazaar straight away. Let's do that now. So A for right, A for net. Let's see. Where is it on the list? Ruby Bazaar. Have I actually not unlocked it yet? That'll be awkward. Might have to run there. I might not have unlocked it, to be honest. Okay, let's go. It would explain why I can't get around as quickly as I thought I could. I mean, Kugane is definitely way more interesting than Ishgard, that's for sure. Okay, let me access this. Okay, I didn't attune myself to it. Fail. There we go. You have attuned yourself to all Aetheryte shards in Kugane. Okay, so that was one I was missing randomly for no reason. Ah. Do I have to go in? I am very close. I am a... This quest will probably get me to... what's it called? 67 on my monk. So we spoke with a number of merchants and captains at the southern piers. Several recognized Kosetsu and confirmed that he had been searching for a vessel to deliver him to Ophard. None, however, made any mention of Lady Yugiri. Yes, it was the same story for us, and then you'll never believe what happened. So this Gyoudo claims to have aided both Kosetsu and Yugiri. How fortuitous. Not the word I would have chosen, Master Alphanode. Stupid's what I'd call it. How can we agree to his price without making any attempt to haggle, or even confirming what it was in the first place? Yes, that too was a misstep on their part, but it is not what troubles me most. Gyoudo and his brethren are not renowned for their generosity of spirit. Rather, they are disdained as scheming moneylenders, ever eager to turn a profit from others' misfortune. Everyone else we questioned stated that Kosetsu was alone. Only Gyoudo claims to have met both him and Yugiri. I suppose it's just possible that Kosetsu made inquiries by himself and only called upon Yugiri once he had found a willing captain. But it is equally possible, if not more likely, that you are being deceived. Do not forget that there are parties present in Kugane with agendas which may run contrary to our own. The Viceroy was once a spy herself, as I recall. I should be surprised if she did not have countless agents here in her employ, all eager to prove themselves to their new master. And what better way to do so than by delivering her to the heads of foreign insurgents? Fine, you may be right about him, but if Gyoudo is working for the Empire, who's to say that he didn't try the same trick on Yugiri and Kosetsu? I mean, if he did, he might know where they are. If he succeeded, they might be in trouble. Anyway, if he holds up his end of the bargain, we'll have nothing to worry about, will we? But if he tries to betray us, I vote we take him prisoner and punch him till he tells the truth. If it's a trap, we'll spring it and deal with the consequences. I like the way you think. Very well. I shall prepare for the worst. Tataru will remain here, and I shall follow the three of you at a discreet distance. Once more, I must caution you to avoid physical altercations at all costs. Even should Imperial agents attempt to engage you, the Sekkezgume will not hesitate to clap you in irons or cut you down. If anything untoward should happen, you are to return here at once. Is that clear? Yep. Cool. Let's talk to Elise. So, to review, Lee, Mithrie and I will meet with Gyoudo as planned. Alpha Node will keep watch from a distance, ready to provide support in the likely event that Gyuda attempts to betray us to the Imperials or whoever else. Should that happen, you and Lise will subdue him, and together we will make our escape. As our actions will surely draw the attention of the SEC, we will evade them with Alpha Node's assistance and return here with our prisoner. Does that meet with everyone's approval? Of course, these precautions will be for naught if Gyuda does not play us for fools. But we shall see. To the bridge. Okay. Let's go to the bridge now. Boom and boom. Cool. So let's go, let's go. So we need to go back to the bridge. Right there. And hopefully we'll get to the Ruby Sea soon. Is the right place? No, it's not. It's the next. My bad. Silly me. Oh god, we have a fight on our hands. Fun. Which is bad because they said if we fight in this town that bad things could happen to us. Okay, so our would-be ally is nowhere to be seen. Make ready, Mithrie. Something smells fishy. So duty calls commence battle for is probably a trap. If your level is above 63, it will be synced.
He's late.
There he is.
Endless and most sincere apologies to you and yours, yes, yes. This way, quickly now.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Enough! Where are you taking us? Where is the ship?
This ship. So very sorry to inform you, yes, yes. Long before was it pledged to another.
Well, thanks for telling us now.
To me. These ones are for Doma.
Lol.
I knew it couldn't be this simple.
Nothing personal, yes, yes. Just business.
Kick him in the face.
Business is about to take a turn for the worse.
There you go.
Come on, let's find a way out of here.
Yep, that's what we call karma. It's a fitting punishment for just being a liar. Let me try and do this the ranged first. Take a lot of damage. Okay, that was done. Next. Well, so far, so good. Alright. Cool, done. That's a weird sound. So as expected, the Sec have caught our scent. Since fighting them is out of the question, we'll have to wind our way back to the Ruby Bazaar, evading their patrols as we go. If they find you, use these smoke bombs to make your escape. Use smoke bombs to evade patrols. Be warned, the attacking Sec will result in failure. Okay. So let's see how we do with this sneaking mission. Okay, duty actions. Duty actions are a special kind of action that are available only during the course of specific quests or battles. Duty actions are used by left-clicking on their icon and can be found bound to other keys. Some duty actions can only be used a limited number of times. Deciding when or where or when not to use them can mean the difference between victory or a quick trip back to your home point. Fair enough. Damn it. Bye. So I can't attack them, basically, simple as that. We're here for this guy to turn around. Oh, crud. I mean, the Ruby Bazaar is there, so... Sprint. Lol. Bye. Only do it 3 more times, though. Oh, sorry, 6 more times. Okay. So this random curious Kojin is gonna get us the right way. Interesting, interesting. Aha! We done? We're done. Nice. So it's like I said, it's interesting that they're trying new types of encounters for the game. I think it's really cool. Lol.
Stay hidden and quiet. Understood?
Yep.
Clear the road! Clear the road! You there!
Korjin, we seek 4 foreigners. 1, a brutish woman carrying an unconscious Namazu. Have you seen them?
Lol.
4 foreigners, you say? Ah, yes! Very rude they were, making no apology as they barged past. They went that way, I think.
Many thanks, good sir. With me, they cannot have gone far.
Lol.
All is well. The Sekisei Gumi will not return this way for some time, I should think. You are of the East Ul'dah Trading Company, yes? Come with me. I know a safer way.
I mean, technically, couldn't they just have teleported? I mean, how did they get back in when there was like 10 guards standing outside?
You are returned. And with guests, I see.
Cool. Lol.
Our meeting went about as well as expected. We've brought the Namazu who thought to betray us. When he wakes up, we'll see what he knows about Yugiri and Gazetsu.
Well done, you. When I saw the Sekisei Gumi out in force, I did.
Sekisei
worry,
Gumi,
but
okay.
I see my fears were misplaced.
Yeah.
Actually, if it weren't for Soroban, we might not have gotten away.
Twas my pleasure.
Okay.
Yet I must ask, Soroban, why would you deceive the Sekisei to help us, foreigners of whom you know naught?
Why, out of the kindness of my heart, is what I would like to say, but my motives are not so pure. I chanced to witness your meeting with Hancock at the tavern and saw an opportunity.
Okie dokie.
An opportunity.
Like many, I came to Kugane as a trader to make my fortune. Kojin of the Red may serve the Empire as mercenaries, but Kojin of the Blue walk a different path. Regretfully, most here would rather not meet our gaze, much less do business. So I seek the custom of those less predisposed to dismiss us outright, namely the East Ul'dah Trading Company.
Yeah.
Quid pro quo, is it? Well, there is no denying that we owe you a debt. What say you, Hancock? Will you consider doing business with our entrepreneurial friend here?
Why not?
Rest assured, Master Soroban, that in matters of trade, the company does not discriminate. We would be honored to hear your proposal.